Easter, the time when Jesus was crucified and rose from the dead, ultimately proving his divinity. Wait, where does a rabbit with eggs come into this? Well, not to step on anyone's toes, but the rabbit and the eggs were first. Nearly every ancient civilization celebrated the vernal equinox, which marked the beginning of spring. The weather grew warmer, the days grew longer, life returned to the trees, and you made it through the winter, which back then was kind of a big deal. The Romans, Gauls, Druids, Egyptians, and even Chinese would hold celebrations and rituals filled with symbols of life and fertility. One of the most universal signs of fertility is the rabbit. Rabbits were a sure sign of spring and would come out in abundance and breed like rabbits. Another universal symbol of life was the egg. During the vernal equinox, eggs were dyed red and exchanged as good luck tokens in such places as Egypt, Greece, China, and Rome. And nowhere did these two things come together more than in ancient Germanic territories, where they worshipped the goddess of rebirth, renewal, and spring, called Eostre, who would return at the vernal equinox and bring life back to Earth. The story goes that one year, Eostre was late in returning to Earth and bringing the warmth of spring. As a consequence, a poor bird's wings froze off. Eostre felt guilty and wanted to save the bird, so she turned it into a rabbit. The rabbit became one of her cohorts, and to honor its beginnings as a bird, once a year at the vernal equinox, the rabbit had the ability to lay rainbow-colored eggs, which it would hide for children to find. Children were also told to lay their caps and bonnets on the ground upside down. The rabbit would make a nest in the hat and leave the eggs there, and this would later become the modern-day Easter basket. Christianity would hold its celebration of her birth around the same time, and as it grew, the traditions of Eostre would become a part of it. In fact, Eostre is where we get the name Easter. So now you know why we bite the heads off hollow chocolate bunnies and marshmallow peeps. And if anybody wants to trade me some Reese's peanut butter eggs, I got some Cadbury eggs that I'm not really fond of. But man, I am jonesing for some peanut butter eggs. I swear those things are like crack.
Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, tail, tail. Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, tail, tail. Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, tail, tail. Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, round tail. Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, tail, tail. Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, round tail. Peter Cottontail, Peter Cottontail, tail, tail. Hop, hop, hopping around, around.